Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everyone is ready to fight.
Yeah, it almost feels like we haven't done this in a couple weeks because last week was so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I can never get my earbuds in the right spot. Whatever.
A tragedy.
Yes.
Well, let's start with a little vibe check. What's up?
Um, I would like to go from complaining about it being too cold to complaining it's too hot.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit today at all.
Like, it is hot in here.
You hate to see it.
Legitimately. Well, I've also had my 3D printer running all day, and that generates a lot of heat too, so it's like sweltering.
Mm,
In the winter, it's a nice heat source, but
it's not so much right now.
not so much. Yeah, no. And I got this printer in October, so I have not experienced this one in the summer.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. Ah, it's a void.
Avoid. So not to bring up Tiger King in this the year of our Dark Lord 2026, but I'm going to. Did you know there's a second season of that show? That came out in
Yes.
2021?
Yes. Didn't it focus on that woman that was like his
It
rival
focuses on
or something?
it focuses on a couple of the little mysteries that Tiger King didn't have time to cover, but one, it's good. Two, this is like the fact that I watched that is kind of a preview of like a worsening preview. Like the fact that I watched season
Okay.
2 of Tiger King definitely made me worse.
Yeah, I'm
But
surprised of all the things you need to want to watch slash need to watch, that was what you chose.
well, because okay, we watched this documentary by the same people who did Tiger King called Chimp Crazy on the recommendation of my mother and sister, and that shit was wild.
Chris and I were talking about that with you like a while ago, multiple times.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then Kyle was like, "Oh, I've never seen Tiger King," and I was like, "What the fuck were you doing in 2020?"
Yeah. You didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah, no one else had anything better to do than stay home and watch Tiger King.
Nope.
So, and
But Tiger King
frankly,
belongs in 2020.
Tiger King does belong in 2020, but frankly, the amount of information that is presented to you, you really kind of do need like a second viewing to like actually absorb.
Hmm. I don't know. I wonder if Tiger King came out today as opposed to 2020, if it would have been as popular.
Who's to say? But also
Hey,
just to
Bandit.
be Bandit, what's up, my guy?
Oh, Kyle was watching 90 Day
He was busy
Fiancé.
watching 90 Day Fiance. Got it.
Wow. Oh, it's
Um
2020. Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hmm,
No, took me a moment.
where the hell was I going with this? Also, I just do you think Carol Baskin killed her husband?
Probably.
I do, but my hot take based on watching the second season of Tiger King is that if she did it, he deserved it.
Yeah. Basically, I assume she did, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, honestly. That is a big purchase, Bandit. Congratulations. I hope you play lots of fun
Ooh.
games.
Yeah. As my gaming laptop right here is like screaming at me via fan.
But yeah, that's just a little tidbit from my life. Binge watched that recently, and it was kind of enjoyable.
Huh. Yeah, I got to admit that I'm feeling a bit more like, optimistic now that there is like warmth in the air and the occasional sun ray.
It does tend to help.
Yeah, which makes the students very antsy. They just want to be outside and doing things and anywhere but in the classroom. And then they've already started pestering me with, we should do class outside,
Mm.
which I
I say
think
you
is
should let him
never,
have it as a treat.
I think it's never as like good as they think it is.
Hmm.
Because it was like really windy. And then they complain they don't have like the slides to take notes from, and they have to like figure out how to take their own notes.
This is true.
Like, they think they want class outside, but they don't.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, anything else to report in your life?
I don't think so. Luna went to the vet today.
Oh no.
Just her
Hopefully.
usual, you know.
Okay. Well, as long as everything is good, that's all we care about.
Yeah.
But okay. So the first thing that we have on the docket for tonight is a very lengthy the list that we're going to be breaking down, and it's from a TikTok. But before I reveal what we're discussing, let's just put some information out there. You used to steal cigarettes from your mother, correct?
My stepmother.
Mm-hmm. And how many cigs would you say you smoked in your lifetime?
Oh God, not very many, and I never actually inhaled them. I just thought, was being rebellious.
It happens. I have never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Yeah, no, I mostly just used to do it because my brothers were bad influences.
It happens.
My brother and my stepbrother, specifically, out of 2 out of the 4. Well, 2.5 out of the 4.
There you go. But okay. So I just looked at the document because of who I am as a person. I forgot things that I had written down. I have a hot take.
I was wondering. I noticed that. I was like, did she decide not to?
Okay. Do we want the hot take first, or do we want to? Which mystery do we want to solve first? What my hot take is, or what the thing we're discussing is?
I mean, I know what both of those things are. So.
If no one has
because
any
I
input,
looked at the document.
I'm gonna rewind to my hot take. My hot fucking take, inspired by a recent adventure to the mall. Leave your fucking dog at home.
Why?
And I say this as a person who absolutely loves dogs, but I was in a fucking box lunch and somebody had like a little like Sheltie, and in the box lunch at my mall, like there are clothing racks that are very close to the floor, and this dog was just rubbing up all over like these sweatshirts, and I was like, I love dogs. I would not want to buy a piece of clothing from the mall that already has someone else's dog's hair on it.
Was it like a working dog?
No, it was just someone's pet.
I wouldn't think they'd be allowed to have that in there.
They are. At my local mall, you are allowed to just straight up bring your dog into any store you want.
That seems very odd. What about a cat? Can you bring a cat on a leash?
I mean, we could try. We could see if we can make that happen for ourselves.
Oh, man, it'd be so fun to go walking through the mall with Oliver on a leash.
Wouldn't it? Oh, he'd be such a little terror.
Yeah. Oh, man, he wouldn't know what to do with himself. There'd be too many things, and yeah.
But yeah, that's my hot take. Leave your fucking dog at home.
I would agree with that for, like, the mall. But, like, you're going to, like, well, like, if you're going to, like, a bar or a brewery and you want to sit out on the patio with your dog, like, that brings me joy when people do that. Like, I get to sit there and look at their dog and, like, talk to it.
Like, that's fine.
Yeah. Or when they bring them to, like, arts festivals and stuff and are walking around with them. It just makes me happy to see them.
That's also fine. But, yeah.
Or
that's
in, like, a Petco.
Well, yeah, you gotta bring your dog so they can pick out what toys they want.
Yes. So, I don't think they belong in a mall, but most other places.
Okay.
And not inside restaurants, and
Yeah.
Which I don't think you're really allowed to anyway, unless it's a service animal.
So that solves the mystery of what my hot take is. And now on to our second burning question. What are we talking about? I found a video listing cigarettes that don't count.
And you said burning, and I was laughing because you burned them. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. This woman on TikTok has made a list of cigarettes that apparently do not count, according to her, and I thought it would be fun to go through each one. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different occasions on which a cigarette apparently doesn't count. And I want us to talk about if we agree, why or why not. And I'm assuming there's going to be some disagreements here, so we can talk about that. But
okay. I did start watching it. I didn't get through all of them, so
doesn't matter. They don't start with the drunk cig, but I am going to start with the drunk cig. Everybody knows this. Drunk cigs do not count.
But you've never done that, have you?
No, I have not, but they don't count.
I was going to say, I don't know.
You think they count? Why?
That's like saying anything you do while drinking doesn't count.
I mean, I think some things you do while drinking don't count.
I don't know. I mean, you know this about me. I absolutely detest smoking. Like I can't stand the smell, like any of it.
The funny thing is I have a kind of a different relationship with the concept of smoking because my Grammy was a heavy smoker, so her house smelled like cigarettes. So now when I smell cigarettes, I am simply brought back to my grandmother's house. And I know that this is advertising and propaganda, but I unfortunately think that like it's really hot. It's
Ew.
so gross. But
Yes.
like I see like pictures of like these like 1950s 1930s like with their like fancy like with the you know the 30s
Mm-hmm.
guys with their
The
fancy
holder,
cigarette
yeah.
holders or like the 50s guys in their leather jackets with their cigarettes and I'm like, ooh, sexy.
Nope.
So
I just do not. I don't see it. I mean, I had a lot of relatives who were heavy smokers, and again, my stepmom smoked, and she had no problem smoking around us at all times. Like, um, yeah. So like, I have been around it a lot. I can definitely associate many homes in my family with that smell,
mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I can't stand it, and I actually sometimes break out in hives if I'm around cigarette
Oh
smoke too
dear.
much. Yeah, which is real fun. I found that out the hard way. Um, but the reason I mention that is because I dated somebody once who tried to make this argument that smoking while drinking didn't count. And it's like, nope, because you still smell like it. So to me, that counts.
Interesting. But do you think if you only ever smoke a cig while you're drunk, does that make you a smoker?
I have actually had that conversation before.
And what conclusion did you reach, if any?
Well, you're perhaps not addicted to smoking, which I feel like might be a requisite for being a smoker. Is having the nicotine addiction?
Mm-hmm. I mean, let's say yes.
Yeah, which is weird because we don't have the equivalent for like, are you a drinker?
Yeah.
I have an occasional drink, I guess. Like, yeah, I don't know. This argument doesn't get me. I mean, unless you're like blackout drunk and then you don't even remember doing it, that's maybe something different.
I firmly believe, as a person who's never even had a drunk cig, I firmly believe that drunk cigs do not count. However, her first point that any cigarette smoked with someone you went to high school with doesn't count, I don't agree with that. They count.
Yeah, why wouldn't they count?
I don't know exactly what her logic is. I simply disagree.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like because it's nostalgic or something.
Perhaps.
Because a lot of like people do that when they're in high school and they smoke and whatnot. But some people still live in their hometowns and like spend time with the people they went to high school with for their entire lives.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you don't really, especially for them, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So I think that cigarettes smoked with your high school classmates, it's unfortunate because I can understand the urge to be like, high school fucking sucked, right?
Yeah.
You but unfortunately, you can. So they do count. Yeah.
Did you see that, by the way? There's like a major thunderstorm going on here.
I did see that. I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah. Huge storm right now. Hopefully the power doesn't get
Fingers crossed. The next cigarette that this girl says doesn't count is any cigarette smoked while you're in prison. This I have to agree with.
Agree with that one, yeah.
Prison cigs don't count.
No, you got to do something to get through that.
Yeah. Like
I am anti-smoking, but yeah, I am anti-smoking, but like do what you got to do to survive that place.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that one.
Yep. So cigarettes smoked in prison do not count. A cigarette smoked while on your period. What do we think that does or does not count?
Why would that not count?
Here's the thing. Again, it's unfortunate, but I think it counts.
Why?
Because you're suffering.
Oh no, this thing that happens every single month of your life. That's like saying I have a cold, so I should be able to smoke. Like,
Yeah, again, I agree that they do count. I'm not going to judge anybody for being like, my organs are currently shredding themselves. I need a cigarette.
I mean, I could see my organs are currently shredding themselves. I would like some Advil. Like, that makes sense to me. A nice heating pad. But yeah, no, cigarettes, I don't think so. More of a cup of tea kind of, situation.
I think they do count. What about the breakup cigarette?
So, like, somebody just dumped you?
Yeah, someone just dumped you cigarette. Or you just dumped somebody.
Yeah, because sometimes that is hard to do. You know it's the right thing, but you're just kind of like, I want to say, what is the question we're answering? Does it count? So if it's yes, it does count, then they don't get a pass, kind of thing.
Not good.
What?
You broke up for a second there.
Oh, you froze for a second there.
Fun. What were you saying?
I was saying the question that we're answering. If we say yes, that means it does count, and so they're not like they don't get a free pass.
Correct.
But if we say no, it doesn't count. Okay. For some reason, I lost the thread there. So I would say yes, it does count. I think there are better, different coping mechanisms for that.
Like alcohol.
Yeah. Don't smoke a cigarette. Just down a bunch of vodka. It's fine.
Yeah, just do shots. You're fine.
I am more okay with that.
Which I'm sure that says something about the United States societally.
Yeah.
But we're not here to unpack that tonight.
It's like our weird relationship with sex and violence, where it's like we're super cool with violence, and then we're semi-prude when it comes to like nudity and stuff like that.
This one, I firmly agree, does not count. Cigarette while you are in the process of moving. Like moving your house. That does not fucking count. Because I've done it twice now, and it has sucked major ass both times. It's awful. I hate it. Moving cigarettes don't count.
I have moved more times than that. Across multiple states.
And hasn't it sucked every single time?
And it does suck. But to me, the better remedy is like pizza and beer.
That's a given, though.
No, that's what would come for me. I wouldn't think about. I'm imagining cigarettes as alcohol, since I hate smoking so much, and I would never, think about doing that. So, that's my stand-in. Like, would I drink, kind of thing. But no, I don't think. I think it depends a lot on what the situation is. Like, some people can pay for movers.
If it's you moving all your own shit, cigs don't count.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that. I don't think it's the best. I think there are better options.
Okay, what about any cigarette smoked while overseas?
Maybe. I think it depends on where you are. Like if it's a place where a lot of people smoke and so you're just kind of fitting in with the culture, or maybe they have like their own special like type of cigarette. Like you gotta hang with the locals.
I think overseas cigarettes do not count. I agree with this woman's take.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that in every situation I would say that, but yeah.
Broadly, they don't count. Yeah. You're fine. Any cigarette smoked while on a boat?
That's too broad. There's a lot of different kinds of boats.
This is very true. Here's the thing. I think some kinds of boats count and others don't.
So like if you're on a cruise, I don't think that's a pass. But if you're like on a cruise, if you're on a pontoon boat drinking beer.
Yeah, if you're on someone's ratty ass pontoon, like fishing in a pond, cigs don't count.
Man, I miss I haven't been on a pontoon boat in so long.
Fuck, neither have I, man.
I miss those bitches. How much do those cost?
I don't know. Can we get one?
I know. Can we get a pontoon boat in here?
That'd be fucking great.
Oh man. There is something just like very special about sitting in the middle of a lake on a pontoon boat drinking.
Mm-hmm.
There's just nothing else like it.
I've never done it, but it sounds wonderful.
Oh yeah, no, it's lovely.
But like that boat sig doesn't count. Cruise ship absolutely counts.
Yeah, I mean, because the cruise ship is like essentially a hotel.
Damn.
Do you hear the thunder?
I do. Nice ghost reference.
Yeah, is a cruise ship is essentially a hotel on the water.
Yeah, so like
it's not the right vibe.
It's not the right vibe. Like if any kind of like ferry, I think those count.
Because that's like being on a public bus, it's not.
Yeah. These I think unfortunately do count. Like,
okay,
sucks to suck, but casino cigs. You're already sinning.
Yeah.
You can't layer one on top of the other.
Well, you're also drinking. Usually.
Most likely.
Mm-hmm. So that would be 3.
Yeah, 3 sins at once.
Because technically drinking is not, kosher with a lot of people, so.
This is true.
I don't know. For some reason, that one doesn't bother me as much.
You think casino cigs don't count?
Maybe because having been to Vegas and just felt the vibe in the casinos, I don't know.
I could be swayed. I've never been to Vegas.
Yeah, no, I think there's something about the vibe. Like, the casinos don't have like windows. They have no sense of time in them.
Oh yeah, that's how they get you.
Yeah. And so there's just something about that you're just like, nope, I don't care about any of the rules. I'm going to do whatever I feel like.
Okay. All right. Honestly, you might be bringing me over to your side a little bit.
But especially because most cases I'd say it does count. So the fact that I'm saying, I don't think it does. Says something.
Like to see it. These I firmly believe do not count. Funeral cigarettes.
No.
You can smoke at a funeral. It's fine.
Well,
depends on how close you were to the person.
Yes. And I feel like if you're doing it while commiserating with like fellow mourners, like, you gotta step outside and you're talking about the person who passed, like, I could say you could get a pass on that.
Yeah, that's fine. What about vacation cigarettes?
Again, that's really broad.
It is extremely broad. But if it's like a quick little like if you live like an hour from the beach and you like take a little trip, like a little weekend trip, they unfortunately do count. But if you're like on like a big like week-long fucking extravaganza of a vacation, I don't know if those count.
Well, I feel like the kind of vacation depends. Like, if we were actually ever able to, rent the beach house for a week, like we've been talking about forever, like down in the Outer Banks, like, if you just spend a week essentially just going to and from the beach, like, I think that's fine.
You can do it. But, yeah, in that situation, you can do whatever you want forever.
Yeah. Though there are no rules in that situation. But I think there are some others where it's like, if you're just going to like a big city and walking around constantly, I don't feel like that fits.
No, it doesn't. So it depends on your vacation.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't count.
Yeah. It depends on the type of vacation and how far you're going and how long.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Any cigarettes smoked while working on your car?
That counts.
I kind of feel like it doesn't.
People do that all the time, like every day. At that point, you're just a smoker.
I suppose.
Like, I don't see any reason why that one would fit in there.
She gets very specific with these last two.
Okay.
There's the untangling the Christmas lights cigarette. which like I think it
Hmm.
depends on your decorating prowess. Like if you've got like a Clark Griswold situation going on and you have to like be in charge of that, I think you're entitled to a
Yeah.
cigarette. Like you get a free
I don't
pass.
know. I feel like you should drink eggnog instead.
This is also true. It does
Although,
fit the vibe more.
yeah. I don't know, but like drinking could actually make it harder
Hmm.
to untangle, whereas I guess a cigarette would like help you calm
I was
down.
about to say, don't you like lock in?
I don't know.
I don't know. Some people have said something along those lines. I have absolutely no idea. But the final
Nope.
one that supposedly doesn't count, that I absolutely agree with, is after a home invasion.
Yeah, I think you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. You just survived a home invasion.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely think there are some of these situations where it's like absolutely not even just for this, but like you get a free pass to do pretty much anything you want.
yeah,
And then there are some that have like
caveats.
depends a little bit on on the situation.
Now, another question I have, can we think of any other cigarettes that don't count or cigarettes people think don't count but do?
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, so I guess the situations where it would not count would be things where you're like, you have to be taken out of the ordinary in either a good way or a bad way, essentially.
Very much so.
Right? Because the home invasion, that's out of the ordinary in a bad way.
Out of the ordinary,
But,
bad way.
being overseas, that's out of the ordinary in a good way.
Yeah.
So it's got to be situations like that. I mean, I think you can throw in any situation that is vaguely life threatening, like big car accident.
Yeah, if you
You
get
can
in a
sit
car
there on the
accident,
curb and yeah,
you're definitely entitled to a cigarette.
yeah, you can sit there on the
Um,
curb and smoke and wait for the paramedics.
This is going to ruffle some feathers. I unfortunately think
Yeah.
that like, and I say this as a member of the LGBT community, I think that gay
Yeah.
club cigarettes unfortunately do count.
They do. I don't see why they wouldn't.
And like I think it's a little homophobic that they do count, but but that is unfortunately a fact of life.
Why is it homophobic?
Inconveniences gay people.
What?
Anything that inconveniences or even slightly annoys gay people is homophobic. So the fact that cigarettes count,
But that goes for everybody, regardless of sex.
God damn.
Yeah, Nixie didn't like that.
She did not like that at all.
But they count regardless of your sexual orientation.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, so to me that
You
doesn't
make an
matter.
excellent point.
It's been a while since I've been to a gay bar, but it's going
Yeah, it's been a
I have
minute.
friend. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think they count regardless. Like, I don't think that factors in.
I think that kind of extends to all nightclub cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say being in a nightclub, it totally counts.
But it can be, it can come back. You can flip it and reverse it if you're in a nightclub overseas. That doesn't count.
Yes. Or, I think there might be certain party types where it doesn't, like a rave.
You don't think rave cigarettes count? Explain.
Well, because, I mean, if you're at a rave, you're probably on some kind of drugs.
You're probably doing something, and like that's kind of the least of anyone's worries. You make an excellent point.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think at that point, it's like, yeah, that's fine. That doesn't count.
Does that extend to all festival cigarettes? Like, what if you're at like
Oh,
not an EDM fest, but a
Yeah.
metal fest or a country music fest?
no, because I think it's the drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on drugs at those things,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like there is something different though about a rave because, like, if you're going to a festival for like country or metal, like that's music that you like have lyrics to and you're watching the people as opposed to being at a rave where it's just sounds that you zone out to and you're not watching anything in particular. Like it's just
Okay.
vibes. So I think
All
that's
right.
a different situation too.
Okay. Car breakdown. That's valid. That doesn't count.
Nah. I mean, do you have AAA or
Car breakdown and you don't have AAA?
I guess it depends on where you break down too. I don't know. Just in general, I would say it does count.
Okay.
Getting
I'm trying
really
to think of just
bad
other
news.
situations. Yeah, any kind of like really bad, like any kind of devastating like blow to your like life.
Yeah, which
That's
is
a freebie.
broad ranging. Like
Very
that
broad
kind of
ranging.
fits with the breakup thing, but I think there's a lot of other situations like you were going to get a big job and then you didn't get it, or
Yeah, you could totally have a freebie then.
you find out somebody you care about betrayed you. Like,
oh yeah, if you get
go
cheated
nuts.
on, that's a free one.
Yeah. No.
Are there
Yeah,
any ones that
anytime
people
you
think
receive bad news.
don't count? Any more that people think don't count that actually do?
I mean, honestly, the only time I've ever heard people really talk about it is the drinking, like smoking while drinking, not counting. I've also heard the argument that I was hanging with the boys, and that's what you do when you hang with the boys.
No.
This is semi-related. We were having a discussion in one of my classes like weeks ago, and we were talking about vaping.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my students said that there are a lot of people he knows that don't smoke, don't vape, right, any of that stuff, but they keep a vape around so that when friends come over, they have a vape to pass around for everybody to enjoy. And apparently this is very common behavior.
I feel like that's like the social equivalent of like what sharing cigarettes or like sharing your lighter used to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that like, so they would actually also use the vape at that time, but that's the only context in which they would vape. So it doesn't count because it's a social thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, that honestly never occurred to me. That's like, that's my guest vape. We get it out when the guests come.
Break out the
and then
fine
I will
China.
partake with them. Yeah, like I just found that incredibly fascinating because it's an addictive substance, and so the idea that you would just occasionally do it with friends, like, I don't know, it feels like a slippery slope.
It does, and yeah. I think in that situation, if we're substituting the vape with cigarettes, I think it does count.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's hospitality.
When you put it like that,
it is accommodating your guests. Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. You want them to not feel like awkward because they're the only ones, in this case, vaping, but you want to, make them feel welcome and part of things. And you would probably also yourself feel left out if everybody else was sitting around in a circle, and because apparently they have to sit in a circle when they do this.
Oh yeah, hippie circle. Duh.
Yeah, but it's vape, so that was an interesting. I've learned so many interesting things from my students this year.
I love that
semester. Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of like that. I just thought of this. This is like adjacent to this conversation, unless we have any more SIGs that do or don't count to discuss.
Not that are popping into my head at the moment.
Nothing else is coming to me as well. So the question is, which is classier, cigarettes or vaping?
That's not even a question.
It's cigarettes. Cigarettes are so much classier than vaping.
Yeah. We talked about this in that same class because I have my class on mass media and youth this semester, and so we had like a whole week on drugs and drug use in the media and effects and all that. And so we were talking about how you still, like, when you watch movies and TV shows, the incidence of character smoking has been increasing over the last few years. It like went drastically down and then is coming back up. And I pointed out to them, I was like, but have you ever seen a character vaping? And
yes, I have seen characters vaping in movies.
How often? When? Who?
Not super often, but like, And I think these are like, I think these examples are found in very Gen Z movies, but I'm pretty sure there's some instances of vaping in that, like, Talk to Me.
Oh, no, never seen it.
Like, I have
But I
definitely
mean,
seen, like, characters in, again, what I'm going to term as, like, Gen Z cinema using vapes.
well, it's not very common, and I think that's for a reason.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. Vaping is fucking, like, I think it's gross.
Like the vast majority of all smoking in media is cigarettes still, despite, vapes being more convenient and all those things.
Well, I mean, just like, I think a sort of testament to the effectiveness of, like, cigarette marketing is that you and I both had, like, a brand that we would have smoked back in the days when everyone smoked. Like, we both had that readily available, even though neither of us actually smoked cigarettes.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, again, that's one of the things I talk about in my classes a lot. They refer to it as cradle to grave marketing.
Exactly. And my brand would have been American Spirits, the blue ones.
Interesting. I feel that's an unpopular choice.
I like to be a contrarian sometimes.
Marlboros, Camels, Newports. I'm forgetting one of the big ones.
I thought you said Virginia Slims because they were lady cigarettes.
Well, those are the lady cigarettes because they're skinny. And so it tricks your brain into thinking they're going to help you be skinny.
Sure, that sounds like 50s marketing.
Yep. No, that's the idea, because they're trying to, like, make it associated with this will make you beautiful and also independent. That was a big part of their ad campaign.
Yeah.
Trying to play off feminism.
But yeah, cigarettes are way classier. Frankly, at this point, cigarettes can take over for vaping as far as I care. At least they're, like, I am, like, against vaping on principle because of the amount of, like, e-waste. I have actually, I'm done with the carts for the Benjamin.
Really?
Flower only babes.
Interesting.
Because I am not about that amount of trash.
Yeah, I wonder what makes it, like, cigarettes seem classier. Like, what is it, just because the way they've been marketed, so how we've learned to see them in our heads? Or is there something
Quite
just
possibly
inherently less attractive about a vape?
I think there is something inherently less attractive about a vape. Like, honestly, if you're gonna vape, just fucking smoke cigs.
No, because then your teeth get yellow and your fingernails get yellow, and then I have to smell it.
I suppose. I mean, I think all instances of inhaling carcinogenic things should go down as a broad societal trend. Like, that should be on the decline. But if you are going to smoke, just smoke cigarettes.
I mean, I care about the environment, but also...
That's fair. That is fair. All right. Would we like to move on? I didn't do the sound effects for the beginning, and that's on me, but I will close us out. Okay. So for the next question is a hypothetical, and it's something that I came across on Instagram that will be linked in the description when this goes up officially. So the hypothetical reads thusly: you get 100 million instantly, tax-free, all legal, no catch, just one. Every day for 5 years, at a time you choose, say 3 p.m., you get teleported into a random part of the ocean for 30 seconds. Just 30. Then you're back, dry, alive if you survive. No gear, just swimwear, thermal suit if it's freezing, bikini or Speedo depending on your vibe. That's it. No life vests, no floaties, just vibes and seawater. One day might be tropical coral reef luxury. The next, open ocean with something circling beneath you. You get 50 skip days total. Use them wisely. If you're sick, like truly sick, a magical doctor with no chill will excuse you, but you still owe the full 5 years. You can't change your mind. You either finish or you don't. Survive 5 years, pocket the money, or don't. The sea decides. Would you take the deal? Yes.
My first instinct is no.
Interesting. Why?
You can't enjoy $100 million if you're dead.
This is true.
Because, like, the ocean is terrifying.
The ocean is terrifying, but, like, I can swim. I'm fine.
Sure. But can you swim faster than a shark?
Probably not, but I don't know. I think I'd be okay. Maybe
Why?
I'm just stupid.
Why on earth would you think swimming for 30 seconds in shark-infested waters would make you okay?
I mean,
Because there is no way, because every day for 5 years, that is thousands of times that you are spending 30 seconds in the water. There is no way that many of those times you're not going to be surrounded by sharks.
they will sense my pure heart.
That's not how it works. They will sense the smell of your flesh and they will rip off your legs. And you will bleed out in this random part of the ocean.
I don't know. I feel like if I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone.
Nope, that's not how that works.
Interesting.
It's like a cow in a field is like, maybe if I don't bother them, they won't make me into burgers.
Oh, well.
It's their food. They don't kill people out of maliciousness. They're just hungry.
I'm well aware of. Yeah, maybe this is just another instance of me being stupid and being like, oh, well, maybe I'm just built different. But it's tempting.
No. Like, honestly, even if they said just one time, we'll drop you in like shark-infested waters one time for 30 seconds, would you do it? I don't even know if I'd do it then.
Oh, I would. You kidding me?
Again, you can't enjoy it if you're dead. 30 seconds will feel like an eternity.
Whatever.
The sharks. Have you seen? They have multiple rows of teeth.
Oh yeah, I know how sharks work.
Here's the thing. Really fast.
Either I'm dead and I have no problems anymore, or I have $100 million.
I would rather be alive without $100 million than dead with $100 million.
That's fair.
You know, because money isn't everything.
Money is not everything. I will absolutely agree with that. But I don't know, for $100 million, 30 seconds, I think I would take the chance. And again, maybe I'm just stupid.
Yeah, I think your likelihood of death is way higher than you think it is.
And, you're probably right, but...
higher. I'm not saying guaranteed death, but depending on where they drop you and what kind of sharks are common in that area, not far off from guaranteed death.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, no, I'd rather just continue living.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I feel like the odds of surviving that are, again, even just one time, the odds of surviving are low. Thousands of times? Nope.
Actually, I want to see what people in the comments said.
Yeah, I when I clicked on it, I saw the caption, but I didn't see comments below it.
Am I on the surface of the sea or randomly within its depths?
Oh, I assume surface, because you're floating and like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing really jumping out at me in the comments, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Imagine explaining to your boss, sorry, gotta go. It's my daily ocean teleport time. But they said you get to pick your time.
This is true.
That's nice.
Start your day with a brisk swim. Get it over with.
Yeah. every day at 2:30 go to a hospital waiting room and hang out so that if something happens in that 30 seconds, you're already there to get treatment ASAP.
There you go. Boom. Thinking around the problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
do
what?
we have anything else to say about this, or would we like to pivot into the worsening for the evening?
Oh no, I think we're good to go.
Okay. And that will bring us to the worsening. Let us begin the meditation.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
All right, bestie. How are you worse this week?
You know, I feel like a lot of stuff's roughly the same. I continue to play Fallout 76.
Nice. What level are you up to now?
80 something?
Nice.
Which it's wild because recently I've been like, I don't know how high your level can get.
Up into the thousands.
But yes, I've seen a bunch of quadruple digit. Oh my god. Quadruple digit. That's actually really hard to say.
There you go.
Players recently. I think the highest I saw was 2,000 or 3,000 something.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I think most people are in the hundreds somewhere that I come across. It's very rare that I see somebody else under level 100 like me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just chugging along, and now I'm part of the Enclave, so that's fun.
Oh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I discovered that if you join the Enclave, you can get a special set of power armor, so...
Understandable.
So I've done that now. Yeah, so I did that part, and I had a thought, and then I lost what it was. Oh, my quest for the glowing cat continues.
How's that going?
I have to reach level 100 in the seasons, and I'm at like 78.
Not bad.
So yeah, I'm ever closer. Ever closer.
Nicely
I did.
done.
I was visiting somebody's camp a few days ago to check out their vending machine. They had the glowing cat. It's the first time I've actually seen it. It's outside of the seasons shop. Yeah. And I saw it walking around and I about lost my mind.
That's
I
so
was
cute.
so excited. Yeah, I was so excited. And so then I was like, you know what? Let me check out the vending machine, and then maybe I'll like hang out with the cat a little bit because it was just so cool. I petted it. And so I was looking in their vending machine and I saw like an outfit that I'd never heard of in the name. I was like, oh, that sounds like really cool. And then all of a sudden the whole camp disappeared.
Oh no!
Because they must have logged out.
You hate to see it.
I was like, no, I will never see the glowing cat again or find out what that outfit was.
Oh no.
So they answered that question. I wondered what would happen, you know, if you were looking in somebody's vending machine when they logged out.
Now you know.
Because I've there were a couple times where I was going to log out and then I saw somebody was at my vending machine and I was like, maybe I'll wait till they're done.
Aw, very polite of you.
Yeah. I did accidentally become wanted like a week and a half ago. I didn't do it on purpose. There was a bounty on my head. I picked a lock that I wasn't supposed to pick, apparently. I did not realize that.
Oh no.
So the only way to get the bounty off is to let another player kill you.
Oh no.
And so somebody showed up to my camp well over level 1000, and I gave him the thumbs up, you know, reaction to be like, yes, please kill me so I can get on, you know, things. And so they did, and then they gave the little heart reaction.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, this was a nice exchange. And then they went in my camp and took all my shit.
Oh no!
I mean,
That's
they can't
fucking
take
rude.
things out of your, They can't take things out of your stash, but like all of the things I have that produce stuff, like my water purifiers and my collectrons and stuff like that. Yeah, they just took all of my stuff.
Wow.
And I was
That's
like,
rude.
dude, I thought we just had a nice moment.
Aw. Well,
Because that does happen on occasion. Somebody was by my camp the other day and helped me kill something, and they gave me one of the salute emoji. I was like, that's so nice. And then they just continued on their way.
I love it. Are you worse in
Yeah.
any other ways? I see that your bamboo has printed.
Yes, I now have printed all of the plants in the Flexi plant collection because I got my aloe, my spider plant, my sunflower. The bamboo I finished almost 2 weeks ago, but yeah, isn't that cool? It's
I love
modular.
Ooh.
So like each of these pieces is separate, so you can play around with like heights and leaf placement and all that stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, the 3D printing, man. I am in the midst of my biggest project ever, printing wise. I think I mentioned this last week, didn't I? That it's going to take 96 total hours to print.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
What the hell is it again? I completely forgot.
It's a riser for. So my printer has this separate thing that holds 4 different kinds of filament, so it can switch between them. It's called the AMS, the Automatic Material System. And so I'm printing a riser that will sit on top of the printer that I can sit the AMS on top of, and then it has like drawers for storage and stuff.
Oh, very cool.
But it is massive. I have already gone through 2 full spools of PETG. And it's still going, but I have the 3 biggest parts printed. I got one more big part that's going to take 14 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It was very tragic. One of them ran out when it had 45 minutes to go on an 18-hour print.
Oh, no.
And I realized that I didn't have any more filament, so I had to wait and order it. But if you turn off the printer, it can lose bed adhesion and ruin the whole thing. 17 plus hours of printing. So I had to leave my printer on for 2 straight days. It just kept everything heated to the right temperature until I got new filament. It was really rough.
So it all worked out in the end.
Yeah. I mean,
okay,
it's
that
printed.
is what we want to hear.
Yeah. So yeah, just working my way through that. But I that's definitely a big focus of things because it's like running all night and stuff every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to when you have multiple parts that take 14 to 18 hours each.
I can imagine. Are you worse in any other ways?
I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but I would say those are the primary ways.
Okay. Well, one of the ways that I'm worse this week is that this showed up in the mail.
Okay, is that for your cosplay?
It is for a cosplay. It's for a concert outfit because Grace and I are going to go see Avatar in New York City in May, and one of their albums is called Avatar Country, and they have a song called The Legend of the King. So our theme is kings, and also because like they're one of their guitar players, like he's supposed to be like the king of Avatar Country. So that's our theme. I got that. It makes me feel very regal, and I'm very excited about that. I continue to work on my Papa V Perpetua cosplay. I have to attach the fuck you patch to the jacket, and I have his skull mask, like his half mask, coming in the mail. I'm very excited about that. Man, how else am I worse? I'm slacking.
What was your, because you said the Tiger King thing was a preview. What was that a preview of?
Just like a preview of a way that I'm worse. Like that definitely made me worse watching Tiger King in the year of our Lord 2026.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant that it was like part of a larger.
No.
Got it.
Although I could see myself kind of falling into a documentary kick. We'll see if that happens or not.
Oh, would I have some recommendations for you?
I mean, please. Send as many as you like.
I have seen an alarming number of docuseries. Currently in the middle of several.
Nice.
There's the one that's number 1 on Netflix right now is it's the fundamentalist Mormon cult thing where this woman like infiltrates and Watched a lot of cult
Interesting.
documentaries.
Nice.
A lot of cult documentaries. A lot of true crime documentaries. Catfishing ones. Like there's that one where the girl was like horribly cyberbullied forever, and then there's like a twist.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I watched so many.
I just had something and then I completely lost it. God damn it. What the fuck was it? Oh, I'm rocking my latest Ghost acquisition, new shirt. And also this
Nice.
choker is new.
Mm-hmm,
So I have obtained this
Yes.
bad boy and I'm very happy with it. I don't know. If it's not going to come back to me, then I think that might be it.
Well, we could be worse this weekend.
We could be a lot worse this week. Yeah, I got a Lorna Shore concert coming up. Forgot about that. I'm super excited. I'm seeing Lorna Shore again on Friday in Buffalo.
And we're gonna you get to go to the anime store.
I guess I get to make the pilgrimage to the anime store. So we're probably gonna end up a lot worse this weekend because God knows nothing good happens when the two of us are in the same room.
No. Yeah, and you haven't been here in a long time. You
I
finally
have not
get to
been
see
there in
my
a hot
giant,
minute.
my big monitor. And you get to meet Ripley for the first time.
Ripley! So yeah,
I've had her for a year and a half.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. Let's see. What have we got going on? We've got the stream tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the next two episodes of Serial Experiments Lane. So that's episodes 3 and 4. Then don't know about Defund on Friday. That should come as a shock to nobody. Big Dumb Monsters Monday. No Regrettable Reviews Tuesday. Bringing it back around to Fighting with Friends on Wednesday. And we've got our special episode with the band Crash Diet coming up on May 6th. That episode is going to be airing at 12 noon. And then what's most likely going to happen, because I want to get it up like officially as quickly as possible, is that it's going to go like I'll get the episode edited immediately afterwards. So if you miss it at 12, it will be up that same day. So
cool.
Putting that out there for the people. But I think that's it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will be back next week for more fights. We'll see you then. Adios, everyone.
This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brooks. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. You can subscribe to our Twitch channel to watch our live broadcast without ads, or donate to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Eclectic Cult Media Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening.